DMCG Research Journal Club, Share Your Experience, is delighted to present to you an article titled Student Perceptions of E-Learning by Dr. Rasha Eldeeb. To start with, let's define what is e-learning. E-learning can be defined as a technology-based learning in which learning materials are delivered electronically to remote learners via computer network. Since offering online courses through the e-learning requires the presence of a learning management system, which is the LMS, let's define what is LMS. The Learning Management System, which is the LMS, is a software application for the administration, documentation, tracking, reporting, and the delivery of the e-learning education courses or training programs. As an introduction to this study, we had few questions in mind. Will e-learning replace classroom learning in undergraduate medical education? What makes a successful online environment? What makes a learner successful in an online environment? What creates barriers or challenges to the e-learning? The need to answer these questions and more others is increasing as internet technologies become more readily available and accessible in formal and informal context. We've seen in the past few years that e-learning has become as a promising solution to the lifelong learning and continuous medical education. Thus, thousands of online courses, degrees, certificate programs are offered by universities worldwide. In addition to the programs and courses, most universities now require access to basic course information online, such as the syllabus, the resource list, the instructions office hours, and even when it is not required, educators are increasingly developing online presence for their courses via the internet. In an attempt to cope up with the recent trends in medical education, Dubai Medical College for Girls and Dubai Pharmacy College for Girls intended to introduce a new online learning management system during the academic year of 2014 and 2015, which provided an opportunity to survey and assess the attitude and perceptions of DMCG and DBCG students towards different facilities offered by the LMS and the e-learning. The primary objectives of the study is to assess the students' attitude and perceptions towards LMS and e-learning, and the secondary objectives is to identify area of weakness and strength in the LMS and e-learning to have an insight for a successful implementation of the learning management system and e-learning in Dubai Medical College and Dubai Pharmacy College. The study was conducted at Dubai Medical College for Girls and Dubai Pharmacy College for Girls. 2 online physiology courses were designed using free online platform learning management system. The first course addressed Dubai Pharmacy College for Girls first-year student, and the second course addressed Dubai Medical College for Girls second-year students. Both were conducted over a period of 6 weeks. Online practice self-assessment tests was designed in each course to evaluate the learning management system as an assessment tool. By the end of each course, students who voluntarily accepted to participate in the study were asked to sign a consent and to respond to a validated questionnaire using Likert scale, where 5 represented strongly agree and 1 represented strongly disagree. The open-ended questions and free responses were used to assess the areas of weakness and strength in the learning management system and e-learning. The findings of this study showed that the response rate was 93%, representing 102 students. 85% of the participants aged between 18 and 21 years, 58% have an English educational background, and only 6% of them were using the learning management system and e-learning for the first time. 98% of the participants believe in learning management system and e-learning as teaching and learning method. 94% have been using the online teaching resources, where we found 4% attended online conferences, 46% attended online lectures and workshops, and 50% were taking online tests. 89% of the participants believe on the benefits of the online practice test, as 85% were practicing it mostly in the form of the USMLE test. 98% of the participants used the online test offered during this study. Assessing students' perceptions toward the learning management system and the e-learning showed that 79% found the learning management system easy to use, 70% accessed the learning management system without a problem, 30% had difficulty related to the internet and the Wi-Fi connection, 74% found that the learning management system had eased their access to the course material, and 72% believe that the learning management system made their learning easy and easy to access the course off campus. 77% believe that the announcement uploaded on the learning management system made them aware and updated by any modification, assignment, quizzes occurring throughout the course. Assessing student perceptions toward the learning management system and e-learning's ability to be used as an assessment tool was done through designing and conducting an online practice self-assessment test, which showed that 91% of the students found that online test has helped them to identify their knowledge gap in the course, where 94% believe that it helped them to clarify areas to focus on during their study of the course, and 84% believe that it helped them identify areas of strengths and weakness in their knowledge, and 80% believe that it helped them to understand the lectures and the teaching materials better, and 82% gained new knowledge from the online test, where 89% believe that it made them more aware of the learning objectives and outcome of the course, and 86% believe that it increased their readiness to the summative assessment. Also, we found that 77% of the students believe that the online course may improve their performance in the summative assessment, yet 82% felt that it made them more apprehensive to the summative assessment. 96% believe that the online test should be implemented in more courses in DMCG and DBCG, as 89% believe that the availability of the online self-assessment test in all the courses could improve the knowledge gained from each course and their performance in the summative assessment. Assessing student perceptions to the different course teaching modalities showed that 4% preferred to have a fully online course, where 23% preferred a full traditional classroom course, and 73% preferred the mixed mode, where we have web supplemented courses rather than the complete web dependent course. This study tried to assess the undergraduate medical students' perception and attitude towards the e-learning and the learning management system to have an insight on the requirements for a successful e-learning and learning management system from the learner's point of view. And the study found that students were enthusiastic to participate in the study and to use the e-learning and the learning management system, as the response rate was 93%. And 98% of the participants believe in learning management system and e-learning as a teaching and learning method, and 94% had an earlier experience with the e-learning in the form of attending online lectures, conferences, workshops, and taking online tests, which reflects good starting point of the new trend in DMCG and DBCG, with the promising assurance of the students' acceptance to the new trend. The study's findings spotted the lights on the e-learning and the learning management systems availability, flexibility, self-control, and convenience, and identified them as area of strength of the e-learning and learning management system. Students believed that it was easy to use, eased their access to the course material, and made it available 24/7 as well as off campus, which enhanced their time management and their learning experience. Also, the learning management system and e-learning kept them on the track and updated about any announcement of modification, assignments, quiz occurring throughout the course, as they had instant message alerting them about the update. And these features of the e-learning and the learning management system was appreciated by both the students and the faculty members. What could be the possible challenges in the use of the e-learning and the learning management system? This study found that 79% of the participants found the learning management system easy to use, and 70% accessed it and used it without a problem. Yet, 30% had difficulties related to the internet and the Wi-Fi connection. Definitely, it is essential to overcome this problem to ensure useful and enjoyable e-learning and maximum usage of the learning management system. This can be accomplished by multiple approaches, as to provide overview of the tool used for the course, hands-on workshop with the technology used in online learning tools, provide support for the students, and ease their stress by letting them understand that problems do exist and is going to happen, and most likely at the most inconvenient time. Therefore, a successful and enjoyable learning management system and e-learning experience should be accompanied by strategies to improve the access to the internet, the computer, and improve the broadband width. In addition to this study found that the organization of the course is a crucial factor for a successful and enjoyable e-learning. And it has to be established and maintained by both the students and the faculty throughout the course. As the course learning objectives and outcomes should be provided to the students at the beginning of the course, deadlines should be precisely declared for each and every learning and teaching activity in the course. Compliance of both students and faculty will always be essential in the e-learning, as teachers should be prompt in their response to the students, and students should maintain organization and compliance to the course by proper time management, organize their schedule to make sure that they are checking the course website and it is part of their daily routine activity. Conducting this study in a single discipline and a specific target group is considered as limitation of the study that could hinder generalization of the finding. Thus, further research involving multidisciplinary courses and associating students' perceptions with their outcome is recommended. In conclusion, the current study not only reported positive students' perception and attitude towards e-learning and learning management system, but also spotted the light on the availability, flexibility, and convenience of the e-learning as features and area of strength. It also diagnosed the technical problem as a major challenge in the e-learning and emphasized on the fact that a successful and enjoyable learning management system and e-learning experience should be accompanied by strategies to improve the access to the internet, computer, and improve the broadband width. Now, will e-learning replace classroom learning in undergraduate medical education? This is a question that will remain for a debate in medical education field, especially at the undergraduate level, as in accordance to other studies, this study found that 4% of the students preferred to have fully online course, where 23% of them preferred a full traditional classroom course, and 73% preferred mixed mode, where web supplemented courses are there rather than a complete web dependent course. These are our references. We hope it was an enjoyable session and we thank you for attending.